Hello, friends, cats, kittens, and all the card slingers who love oracles, or at least Lucy Cavendish oracles. This is the Faery Blessing Cards. I actually wasn't planning on getting this deck, but I heard from our lovely Avalon that these were matte, and so I was like, I love Lucy Cavendish, and it's a matte deck, so I guess I have to get it. One of the reasons I wasn't sure I was going to get it is I get all of her oracles, but I don't get her spell cards, and these are called blessing cards, and she had a Celtic one too. Now, I don't remember if those were matte or not, and they were very beautiful, but I was also debating on whether or not to get those. I tend to get actual oracle cards. I'm not really the kind of person that gets like affirmation cards. Sometimes there's affirmations in the oracles that I get, but I don't look for those types, okay? Because I use most of my decks as professional reading decks, and yeah. But I had a more positive feeling when I heard these were matte, and I gotta say that I like that she gives so many nice sample. If I'd seen this in a store, which I hadn't been able to see it locally, so I went ahead and ordered it online from Amazon Prime. And I have actually already opened this, and so we're just going to see what's inside. I haven't really looked at it too much, though. So we have a cool green inner paper liner, nice forest green. I actually really like the design they've done. This is like matte here. It's a little bit shinier on the edges here, but then it has like a matte surface again here, and there's even a little edge you can feel. And it's a little shiny and slick and smooth there. So there's like a two-tone thing going on. I think you can see the matte area versus the shiny laminated area. It's kind of neat. And it has the same thing going on the sides. I just like those little details. Gives it a, special touch. Now, I have mixed feelings about these random papers they put in decks now. I don't really know what they're for. I mean, I guess it's a nice piece of scratch paper. Maybe somebody can tell me about what that's for. Oh, cool. Okay, so this one, compared to the box cover, where it's like a little bit shiny on the corners and then it's matte here, this is all matte. All matte. Love that. Really, really cool. Oh, so pretty. So the artist for this Lucy Cavendish card deck is Amy Brown, who is a very well-known fairy artist. And I'm not going to go too much into the book. There's plenty here. It's kind of her usual, tell you about the type of fairies and concepts that she's going to cover in this deck. She talks about the fairy, the welcome to the blessings of the fairy realm. She's like, why do we need blessings of the fairies? The nature of the fairy blessings. There's so much stuff. There's a few, There's a few concepts in here that come from Celtic spirituality, like the Nuifre term, which is basically life force energy and a kind of innate vitality that you find within people, beings, food, places, and locations. So it was really neat to see this included in here. She also, the white heart is in here, which is a stag that's pure white, and there's some info about it here. There are a few, the liminal concept, space or time is explained, and what glamour is. Oh, and Geese is in here. That was actually really cool to see that in there because it's in a lot of Celtic stories. Alwyn's in here, so there's some really good, if you're more of a, I would say, druidic Celtic bent, this deck might be for you, because I felt like some of her other decks lean a little bit towards Wicca. But, not completely. She's pretty good about being inclusive, is what I'm trying to get at. And I just get a feeling like her Fairy Forest deck had a lot of Celtic / Norse stuff in it, which was really awesome. And then even her Foxfire was very good on including Asian culture and the whole thing surrounding the Foxfire, which is women and cultural religious concepts that where it come from. So it was really cool. So in this case, with some of the terms that I'm seeing in here, I think she's pulling in the Celtic fairy beliefs of the Irish and Celtic peoples of old Europe. And also possibly the slightly modern views, because Nuifre and Awen are not all from past. It's more from some of the Celtic spirituality that is a bit more modern. If I remember correctly, I may be mixing them. But Geese is from old Celtic mythology and lessons and stories and stuff like that. So it's really cool that they've been included. All right, let's get to the card, shall we? This had a band on it that I already took off. Sometimes those are tricky getting off, so I was like, eh. But yeah, so no plastic except for what was on the outer side of it, and I took that off too. So here is, as you can see, it is matte, and I'm not going to show you all the cards because it is gorgeous. But let's see, let's kind of do every 5th card or something like that, or if I really want to share it. So this is Blessings of the Seelie, and so there's the 2 quartz, Blessings of the Unseelie, and the details are gorgeous. The borders match the theme color in the picture, in the reading space. Okay, this is Blessing of the Butterfly Queen. So I'll show a couple and then I'll skip some. Alright. Ooh, Blessings of Honesty. So there's kind of like concept that blessings. Here's a goddess. Blessings of Aramid. Or Aramid. There's probably a Celtic blessing. I'm not great at pronunciations. There's the Blessings of Movement. And there's such really awesome details. Here's some spiral detailing. There's a good portion of the fae and elves or the animals have like sparkles in their hair, like stars in their hair. So it's kind of cool. I'm sorry it's kind of shadowy here, but when the light's on me here, it's like way too hot. We have a nice little aura effect going on. Okay, this is another goddess, Blessing of Anne. All right, here's Blessing of Connection. My mother loves hummingbirds. Here is the Blessing of the Shining Ones. Now, Shining Ones is another term for the Fae, but sometimes it's talking about a certain Fae, and it may be more Celtic or Scottish or something along those lines. Here's that Blessings of Awen card. And Awen is like inspiration. It's not quite what Nuifre is talking about. And here's Blessings of Nuifre. This is the Vitality and Life Essence card. Okay. 2 different concepts. And this is that white heart, which is like a white stag. And again, the color scheme is really lovely. Details are lovely too. Now this is awesome. This is the Blessing to Undo Unfortunate Geese. And I will leave that out, but I'll show it to you a little bit more so we can explore what that concept is if you would like in the book. And here is the Blessing of the Elflocks. I was talking about there's like a concept in the mythology about the Elflocks. So we got elves and fae and shining ones. It's awesome. Blessing of the Green. Love that matte finish. Okay, so here's Blessing of Sight. All right, it's really pretty. The owl on top is so cool. Oh yeah, and the backs are this awesome leaves. I really like it. Flower leaves. Okay, this one's Dreams, Glamour. I think this is Avalon. She said she was all about the color scheme in this one. Got this like, it's really pretty. Okay, so they have Blessings of Beltane Dew. So this is one of the S-bats or subbats. It's really cool. And Blessings of the Ever Young. So this would be another type of fae or elven people. And this is a tree spirit, I believe. So really cool. And I'm starting to lose my shade, so. And then this is like Blessing of Gift of Laughter. This is Blessings of the Wild Within. Got a little wind coming. A Blessing of Power. I love the stone mermaid in the background with the face sitting on the piece. It's really cool. The color scheme's really off. I love the borders match the color scheme. Here's the Blessing of the Mothers. I was actually going to skip a few, but the wings are the same, and this one looks a little bit pregnant. Like the stomach looks a little pouchy. It's kind of hard to tell because she has her hair there, but if you look at it, she looks a little bit thicker than the other one. So Blessing of the Mothers. And here's, I really love the ones that combine the mermaid with the fairy. So this is the Gift of Sharing. I've got this sunlight ray coming through trees. Okay, this is Blessings of the Liminal Space. So I hope you're mostly being able to see it. I'm just gonna go quickly now. Blessings of Time. Blessings of Lilith. And the colors are gorgeous. Let's see if we can. Nope, the light is just coming as it will. There you go. Blessings of Lilith. Or, sorry, Lilith. I think it's Liltha. The Blessings of the Trooping Fae. And there's some, oh, nope, there's not shimmer in the hair of this one. But there is the different moon. I'm not sure you can see it in this lighting, but there's different moon carvings here. Got too much sun starting to come through. All right, it just is what it is. Hold on, let me see if I can pause. Did you go for Eric? All right, so a blessing of solitude, or sorry, stability. This is stability. I moved around to the other side of the table to give us a little bit more time here. Let's see. A blessing of fairy magic.
Did you hear him?
No, I'm busy.
He said that he did his math.
Okay, did he do his grammar or anything?
I don't know.
Okay, stop talking to me. I will check on him when I'm done, okay? Silly boy. Okay. This is Blessing of Bridget's Flame. Got some squirrels sneaking around. Blessing of Belief. I can hear things moving. Blessing of Healing. Details are so pretty. I was going to say the wings look similar. They have some similar colors, but there's a couple of different tones. Oh, this is a really cool concept. A blessing of Anamkara. And that's a very specific concept we might be able to explore real quick. A blessing on the heart's calling. So really beautiful, detailed work. I do love matching colored borders. Blessing from Queen Mab. Okay. Blessing on the Fairy Garden. It's really cool. I love these little fae beings on the deck. Blessing of Light Touch. She's a nice green. Look to her, huh? Very adorbs. Oh, a blessing of being understood. I love the color combination in this one. All right. Blessing of being understood. So cool. And a blessing of a safe place in the world. Like Sister Faye. That's really adorable. And then last but not least is the blessing from a fairy determined to help you. I like that. Well, I hope the lighting was a little better on this side. And you can see it's not great on me, but that's okay. That's all right. All right, so with the book, let's explore maybe one or two concepts that came up. There was the blessing to undo an unfortunate geese. Now this is, say, a lesson or a storyline or kind of a trailing thing that is a challenge for your lifetime, and that the fairies can help you learn to overcome it or help you to be less vulnerable to it, to have a better interaction with these things. And this is a concept that came from the Celts, and it says the fairy gift to help you to work through difficult life patterns. And it has so much more here, but basically they're talking about how the concept of geese is what the Celts believe we were born with, and it is a theme or a story that would be told over and over in our lives, gifted to us by the goddess Erin Rod, often seen as a curse rather than a blessing. So when we have these patterns and these reveled up bits of our lives, or our life, that we seem to get caught up in and tangled within, like a web we keep getting pulled back into, the Fae can help us unravel it and come to a kind of peace with it. So it does not, it does not mean we will no longer have that pattern or frailty, but that we will be less hurt and harmed by it. For we all have our challenges, and it is how we deal with the challenges and the blessings we make from them that matters. And it goes on a lot more. There's more. There's like, I stopped around there, and there's more into the next page. So I will tell you that not every card has a picture with its description of what the concept is of this blessing. There's a few in a row, and then there'll be some without a picture, but it does have the card number to help you find it, the blessing title, what the main concept and meaning is, and then a description of where this came from and how it applies in life, basically. So it has a nice little setup. There's an intro of concepts of the fairies and the fairy realm, why we want to interact with them and all that kind of thing that Lucy tends to have. There is also, if I remember, I kind of skimmed, and it looks like, for one, there's like a healing charm from Aramid. You sing it over medicines for the wounded. There is a bit of information about Dana or Danu, who is the mother of the gods and goddesses of Ireland. There's stuff about Queen Mab. There is how to work with the cards, how to receive intuitive guidance from the fairies. There's a lot of nice information, and the table of contents is, if I remember, like I said, I skimmed really quick so we could keep this short. It's welcome to the blessings of the fairy realms. Then it's how to work with the fairy realms cards, and then the rest of it is the cards are numbered, and that is on the side closest to this side. And then on the other side are the page numbers of where you'll find the info about each card. And in the very back is a page about the author and a page about the artist. On the very back, author is Lucy Cavendish, and then the artist is Amy Brown. So yeah, really well done book. I love this softer color on the book pages itself. There's like a satiny finish to the book, which is very lovely and pleasant in the hands. And even the pages almost feel that kind of satiny surface as well. So I really am pleased with this deck. And there is also Anam Cara. This is another concept that they do describe, and it's basically someone you trust with parts of your life that help you work through things, like a therapist or a friend or a relative. You may not be closest to them, but they may be a trusted person that helps you work through things. So yeah, there's some really cool concepts. So I feel like this may be some people, when they get these types of decks that are Fae bent, may feel as if they're a little bit light, but I don't find that to be true about Lucy's decks. I find that she is surprisingly deep in many ways. Still keeping some light and laughter, but also really going for those lessons in the deck. And I really am enjoying the fact that these are mattes, which means they'll be easier to film when you have the right lighting going on. And knowing her decks, and this is a Blue Angel deck, it's going to be lovely to shuffle. Yes, it is. First shuffle of the deck. I haven't shuffled it yet. So, and I do this wide hold riffle shuffle on decks. You can also, of course, do the over back to help you shuffle and cut. It feels really good in the hands. I love the color borders that are matching. It reminds me of the Fairy Tale Oracle and the Dragon Fae Oracle she did, and a couple others. So I'm really pleased. I'm very happy I got it, and I look forward to seeing how well this reads. And the backs are gorgeous too. Really lovely. So I hope you like this little intro, like I guess it's first impressions or just kind of an unboxing. This is actually my second taping because there was this horrible plane or helicopter that was going by, and it took so long that it just made the video way too long. Well, I hope you still liked being able to see most of the deck and the box and everything involved. And have a very lovely weekend, and you will see me soon. So hugs and pets, cats and kittens, and yeah, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Feel free to ask any questions. I can look in the book or whatever for you. And yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.